Boston Bruins fan, if you don't want to miss any exclusive Bruins news, subscribe to this channel now. We are constantly on the lookout for the latest dear information about your favorite team, ensuring you are always up to date with everything that happens. Join us so you don't miss any important details. Riley Duran, the new Bruins talent for 2024-25. When the Boston Bruins take to the ice for the season opener against the Florida Panthers in October, their lineup will undoubtedly look drastically different from the one fans saw last season. With numerous departures through free agency and trades, the Bruins have faced the challenging task of assembling a new roster, filled with unfamiliar faces but with the goal of making their mark in Boston sports history. As the dust settled from most of the offseason transactions, the Bruins were left with a significant gap among their top 6 players. This led many to believe that Fabian Lysell and Georgii Merkulov would be competing in training camp for that position, a fair conclusion given the circumstances. However, these two names are not the only ones that General Manager Don Sweeney mentioned when discussing potential youth promotions this season. This is where Riley Duran comes into play. Jim Montgomery, head coach of the Boston Bruins, may have an influx of young talent on his roster next season, with Fabian Lysell, Georgii Merkulov, and Riley Duran being names to watch during training camp and the preseason. Duran, a 22-year-old from Woburn, Massachusetts, has played in only 11 professional games so far. After being drafted in the 6th round of the 2020 NHL Draft, Duran returned to the USHL and scored 8 goals and 19 points in 47 games with the Youngstown Phantoms before making the leap to Providence College. After 3 seasons at the collegiate level, Duran joined the Providence Bruins last season, where he scored 2 goals and 4 points in 11 games, without registering a point in the postseason. The anticipation surrounding Merkulov and Lysell is understandable. Merkulov scored 30 goals and 65 points in 67 games with Providence last season and already has a few NHL games under his belt. Lysell scored 15 goals and 50 points in 56 games and carries significant hype as a first-round pick in the 2021 NHL Draft. Duran, on the other hand, does not come with the same level of hype. His most productive season was in 2022-23 when he scored 8 goals and 20 points in 29 games. He scored 10 goals the previous season, although in 38 games. Why, then, was Duran mentioned by Sweeney when discussing potential promotions that could follow in the footsteps of Matt Poitras and John Beecher from last season? The first thing to consider when analyzing this quote from Sweeney on July 1 is that he never mentioned Duran as a potential top 6 candidate. "I think we made some tough decisions with the players," Sweeney told reporters. "I think this year, Matt, Poitras, and John Beecher were good examples of that. They played well enough, they earned their opportunity, and I would say to Georgii Merkulov or Fabian Lysell or Riley Duran, or continue down the list, just focus on training hard this summer and come with the intention that there will be an opportunity here. If you are the best player, then we will find a way to get you in the lineup. If Duran earns a spot on the team, it will most likely be among the bottom 6. Sweeney also did not rule out other players competing for an NHL roster spot, as evidenced by his statement, or continue down the list. However, mentioning the Bruins' arguably 2 best forward prospects in the same sentence as Duran is a good sign of the impression he has made on the team in such a short time. News we share here. Thank you, and don't forget to like this video, as it is essential to ensure you don't miss out on the latest Bruins advance for your collaboration. Continuing. This appears to be the case, as Providence Bruins head coach Ryan Mougenel gave Duran a glowing review during the Bruins development camp. "To be transparent, I think he was much better than I expected," Mougenel said. "And I'm not saying that I had him at a different standard, but we were really surprised at how well his game had grown and how confident he was in the American League. He was absolutely excellent for us. That alone would have been enough to generate excitement." However, Mougenel further added, "We are excited about his growth, his development, the person he is, his work ethic, being a great teammate. I think Providence College does an amazing job with that. We were very fortunate to get 2 players there in Michael Callahan and Riley Duran. The first thing that stands out is how great teammates they are and their work ethic. We are very excited about Riley's development. Even if Duran does not find himself on the NHL roster out of training camp this season, his skill set and demeanor seem to be exactly what the Bruins are looking for in a player. He should be one of the first in line for a call-up this season if he starts the year in Providence, which would not be detrimental to his development as he further adapts to the professional style of play. If you enjoyed this content, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any updates about the Boston Bruins and the world of ice hockey. Dear fan, we need your support to make our channel grow. Your subscription and like are crucial for YouTube to promote our content to more people and for you to always be notified of our new videos. Unfortunately, many followers don't subscribe to or like our videos, which is disheartening for us as we put so much effort into creating quality content for free. But we know that you are not part of that group that does not support us. Therefore, we sincerely ask that you help us by subscribing and liking our videos. If you haven't already, please consider taking this small step that means a lot to us. Our goal is to provide relevant content and keep you up to date on everything Boston Bruins related. If you can take a moment to support us in this way, we would be immensely grateful. Remember, every action you take helps us grow and reach more people, allowing us to continue celebrating and sharing our passion for the Boston Bruins with all of our fans. We thank you in advance for your understanding and continued support. Together we are stronger. With gratitude, Skamaris and team.